again, and in this video I'm going to quickly go over some high points of the syllabus and some of the questions from the first quiz, which is the syllabus quiz. Some of the answers to the questions on the first syllabus quiz are going to come from this video. You have a couple of other videos to watch also that give you some other information, some other answers to those questions. The syllabus quiz is designed for you to get a quick 10 out of 10, honey, right at the starting gate. So please make sure you watch this from start to finish. Put me on, a faster speed. I'll try to talk quickly, but put me on a faster speed if you want, but make sure that you follow along with me so that you can get those answers. I want you to ace that first quiz for me, please. Okay, so my name is Mrs. T. Please save my phone number in your contacts list as Mrs. T. You've got some instructions in Blackboard where you found the link to this video. You've got some instructions in Blackboard for you to text me on my personal cell phone number, because that's the best way for us to get a hold of each other. It's certainly not required. If you prefer not to do that, you can get a hold of me through email or through my office phone that are listed here, both of which are listed here on the front of this syllabus. But by far the quickest, easiest 24/7 way to get a hold of me is through texting me. So please do that. And one of the answers to one of the quiz questions on quiz number 1 comes from that first reply that you get from me when I answer you, when you text me for the first time after the beginning of this class. So there's another bit of information. You need to do that interactive thing with me to get an answer for one of those quiz questions. Okay, so we do have a textbook. It is required. You will see a link for an ebook version of it in our Blackboard class. You are being charged for that ebook. If you prefer physical copies instead of an ebook, you have to opt out of the course access program, which is what I'm showing you on the syllabus right here. There's a link that you can click on. So you have to opt out of that course access program if you prefer to have a physical copy so that you won't be charged for both. Okay, so so just be aware of that. You got the textbook from day one. It's already available for you when you log into our Blackboard class. You don't have to do anything if ebooks are okay with you. If you don't like ebooks, follow that link on that access program. Okay. So also make sure you look at the technology requirements for our class, because even if you're in a face-to-face class with me, you have online stuff to do. Like we're going to do some of our assignments, all of our assignments we're going to do online. And so make sure that you are aware of the technology requirements. We're going to do some Respondus lockdown browser. And so I will be giving you kind of a trial run of that in the middle of the semester so that we can make sure that we're all good for our final assignment in the class, that I have to do the Respondus lockdown browser with you. Okay, and so this class is part of, the state of Arkansas has this class as part of its Arkansas course transfer system. And so we have to use these student learning outcomes that the state of Arkansas expects so that you can transfer this class anywhere within the state. And specifically at our college, our dean has rewritten these so they're a little bit more measurable. And so we're going to be focusing on various parts of these 4 course learning outcomes. These 8 have been consolidated into these 4. And so we're going to be focusing on these 4 learning outcomes throughout the course of the semester. We are never going to do any busy work. It is always focused on a course learning outcome. And every module that we go through, I will repeat what course learning outcome we're focused on, and then give you the breakdown of how the lessons work into those course learning outcomes for the things that we're doing in that particular folder. Okay, and so there's an attendance policy that you have to abide by, and there are course policies that you have to abide by. It is your responsibility to click on those links and read them. My specific course policies are that we're going to be professional and friendly and polite with each other. And when you need to get a hold of me, you're going to use my cell phone number, which you can see right there, and text me anytime. And you're going to pay attention to announcements, because I will clarify the course schedule and give you instructions for the week in announcements. You're going to read feedback that I give you to assignments and respond to it, because part of your requirement for growth is I provide you personalized feedback, and you need to read that. We're going to use AI in this class from time to time, but the only time you're allowed to use AI in this class is when Mrs. T tells you you can, and the only way you're going to use it is the way Mrs. T tells you to use it. And so please do expect that that we're going to use AI. but you will know when. It will be clear, and it will be in a rubric for you to know exactly how I expect you to use it. And any other way that you get in your head that you want to use it, the answer is no. You have to use it under my guidelines. And so it'll be clear. There will be no guesswork. It'll be very clear for you when you can or cannot use it in our class. Okay, and so you're going to do all of your own work, and I mean that's one of the reasons why I was harping on the AI stuff a minute ago. You are not going to get AI to do your own work. You are going to get tools that you need in this class to understand yourself and society and the interaction between society and you. You're going to get so much just richness from this class and a better understanding of the world around you that you are going to have so much fun with your brain development. You're going to be like, wow, I see this clearly now. I understand this better now. I think I can project about this plan I have a little bit better now. I mean, you're going to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, straight up and down, standing tall, and you're going to be so equipped. You're going to have the tools that you need to be able to think on your own if you make sure that you do all of your work. Okay, and so you're not going to plagiarize, you're not going to cheat, and you're not going to collude with anybody to do your work on your behalf. You're going to do it, and I'm going to be there with you while you're doing it, and you're going to be so proud of yourself, and I am too. And so yeah, make sure that you always do your own work. Look at this quote that I have here from the NAACP. I didn't just say this and act like Miss T came up with it myself. I cited it. It's from the NAACP. And so I'm going to always do that whenever I have to cite something. You have to do the same thing, okay? It'll be in the instructions, so you will not have any guesswork. I'll be there with you, okay? So the grading policy in this class is the same. UAPTC has it the same across the board, and we're going to have 600 points total in the class. I'm going to have another video where I go over these assignments individually, so you can refer back to them over the course of the semester, and understand better what the instructions are from time to time. We have 4 units in the class, and at the end of every unit, there's an assignment that covers all the lessons that were in that unit. And so each of those 4 assignments has 100 points. So there's a total of 4 unit assignments or end of unit assignments. And so that means that 400 of our 600 points come from these end of unit assignments. Okay. And every single folder that's within a unit module has an opportunity for you to reflect. Number 2 on this list, you're going to have an opportunity to reflect on the lessons. I'm going to prompt you sometimes to write about a specific thing in your reflection. Other times I'm going to be a little bit more open-ended and ask you to pick and to choose and to elaborate on certain things. I will provide the prompt for you in our folder, but 10 times over the course of the semester, you must respond to one of those prompts that I give you. There's going to be 16 different times that I give you a prompt, but you're going to have to do 10 of them, and you choose which 10. You choose based on your schedule, based on how you've budgeted your time that week. You choose when to respond to one of those prompts. You just have to do it 10 times, and I'm going to give you lots of opportunities. 16 different times I'm going to prompt you to do a reflection journal, and just 10 times you have to do it. Okay, and I'll have another video about how to do that. I've got some instructions about what a reflection journal is, and so that's a separate video from this, so that I can kind of like guide you through that step by step, so you will not have anything to guess about when you're doing that assignment. It's designed for you to get points for studying, essentially, for taking notes and for studying. It's designed to get, to give you points for that. So that's another 100 points in the class. You get it 10 points at a time. Okay, and so the next thing on the list is quizzes. We have 17 different folders that we're going to work through over the course of the semester from day 1 till the end of final exams week. And each one of those folders has a quiz opportunity in it. For instance, I've talked about the syllabus quiz already, and the syllabus quiz is one of the 17 quiz opportunities that this refers to. And so over the course of the semester, you need to take as many of the 17 quizzes as you possibly can fit into your schedule. It's designed to be a very, very easy 10-point quiz that if you took notes on the video lectures, if you read the reading assignment, the quiz should be a piece of cake. I wrote these questions. I did not get them from any kind of textbook test pool. And so I wrote them from what I know we covered in the lectures that you should have been taking notes on, and that you are going to be quizzed on in every single folder. However, you do not have to take all 17. I highly encourage you to take as many as you possibly can, but I'm only going to count your 10 highest scores. Last semester, I had a few people who, after week 12 of the semester, they had 10 scores on their quizzes that they were happy with, and they stopped taking quizzes. And it didn't hurt their grade because I was going to drop, there were only like 5 weeks left in the semester, and I dropped 7 of their quiz scores. So they had 4 or 5 zeros there at the end of the semester, but I dropped them all because I'm going to drop 7 quiz scores. So take as many of those 17 quiz opportunities as you have. As you can, but if something comes up and you miss a quiz, or if you miss a reflection journal, you can't make up those two things. They are designed for you to skip. As you can see in the syllabus, you are supposed to skip a quiz, no sweat, but you can't make it up if you skip it. You can't go back, and I'm not going to reopen it for you. You're supposed to skip it. And so if you skipped one and you didn't mean to, that's still, no, I'm not going to go back and open it for you. I don't hate you. I don't want you to fail. You're supposed to skip some of them. I honestly have had people tell me that their cat hit the submit button, and could I please reopen it for them? And guess what I told them? No, because your cat caused you to skip one, and you have, all these other opportunities. So you decide whatever it is that makes you want to skip one, or accidentally skip one, or a power outage, or a technical glitch, or your cat. I'm only going to count 10 quiz scores, your 10 highest, and I'm only going to count 10 reflection journals. And so I'll give a little bit more information about those two things in another video that hopefully is shorter than this. So anyway, there's no makeup work on quizzes or reflection journals, but you can make up the end of unit assignments. I've got some time scheduled toward the end of the semester when you're going to be able to do that. And I will be in contact with you regularly and let you know whether you should expect, or whether I think you would do better if you would redo something. I will give you that feedback, and the feedback that I give you on your work is required for you to read it, because I give you personal feedback, and sometimes I ask you to respond to that. Sometimes I will say, do this next time instead of this. Or this was wonderful. I think you should think about it this way also. I give you like a little different direction for you to have some intellectual development. Okay. And so, here's my note about AI. I love AI. We're going to use it when I tell you we can use it, but that's about it. Okay, so here's our schedule, our tentative course schedule. I've been as detailed on this as I possibly can. The due dates, I think, are all correct, except, that one right there. Here is September 7th, and this week 4 is supposed to be September 14th. So I will fix that before I post this in our Blackboard class. So please make sure that you note that this is supposed to be September 14th, and double check me on all these other ones if I flaked out and didn't include the correct date, or some date in the past that doesn't make sense. Please let me know. I'm human just like you are, and we're going to watch out for each other and work our way through this class together and be wildly successful at the end, okay? And so that's my goal. I'm here for you to be successful, and I hope you're here for you to be successful too, because it takes work on both of our parts to do that, okay? So I'll fix that spot on the syllabus that we found while I was giving you a tour, and this will be the end of the syllabus video, and I've told you some answers for quiz questions that I'm sure you will notice when you click on that quiz to take it. So text me with questions, and I will see you in the next one.